Good morning and welcome to LITT News. I'm Elizabeth Garcia.
And I'm Millie Santos, and today we're reporting to you about the space race, the Berlin Wall, an invasion in Cuba,
A nuclear invasion and a plane crash. Reporting for us now is Rizel with news of space race.
Good morning, guys. So, the United States announced their plan to launch their first artificial satellites for the International Geophysical Year. But the Soviets decided to respond 4 days later, saying they would do the same thing. Even though the Soviets launched Sputnik, the first satellite in orbit, the United States made a comeback. It was bigger and better. They were able to make their men land on the moon. After that event occurred, the United States and Soviets collaborated on the Apollo-Soyuz test project. Due to this, education and the imagination of people in Nebraska and several other regions of America has changed for the good. Also, after Sputnik was launched, lawmakers and the public began calling for a greater emphasis on math and science in the whole nation's schools. Governments put in more money too. How amazing of an outcome could such a battle turn out to be? Now back to you two.
Thank you, Rai. In regards to the Berlin Wall, 2 years ago, President Reagan challenged Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev to tear down this wall, and it has. The Berlin Wall, one of the biggest symbols of the Cold War, has finally come down. On November 9 and 10, 1989, eager crowds tore down the wall piece by piece. The wall was built in August 1961 after the Yalta Conference in 1945, when it was decided that Germany would be split into 4 sections, as well as 2 parts in terms of government. West Germany was a democratic republic, while East Germany was a communist state. Berlin itself was also divided into 2 parts, West Berlin and East Berlin. Millions of Germans tried escaping to the west, which led to the order of a barricade between East and West Berlin. The wall was 11 to 13 feet high and stretched 28 miles. The wide open area near the wall became known as no man's land, where guards in more than 200 towers could shoot anyone trying to escape. About 200 people were killed trying to escape.
After sweeping reforms in this decade and the resignation of about half of Politburo's members were replaced and removed, travel restrictions from East to West Germany were lifted. On midnight of November 9, East Germany's communist rulers gave permission for gates along the wall to be opened as a result of days of mass protest. Crowds tore down the wall piece by piece. East and West Germany are now officially reunited under the name of the Federal Republic of Germany.
Everybody join the call of the all-seeing eye, okay? Respect my religion.
So how do you feel about the fall of the Berlin Wall?
Dude. So, I don't really know what to say, dude, but like, Berlin Wall, dude, I think it's a waste of materials. Like, really, dude. Why would you break a wall, dude? This is impossible, dude.
And why is that?
Because we need a wall over our borders, dude. Totally, dude. Here you go. Here you go, news reporter.
Thank you.
Good morning. Today is April 17, 1961. Around 1,200 exiles arrived at the shore of the Bay of Pigs in Cuba, using American weapons and landing equipment. This was an invasion that started with a trained group of Cuban refugees attacking with utter failure. The attempt was a hope for the Cuban citizens to join them in the overthrow of Castro's communist government. Castro was making diplomatic relations with the Soviet Union, which really wasn't helping us. The invasion was quickly responded with rapid counterattacks. Over 100 attackers were killed, and over 1,100 were captured. President Eisenhower ordered the CIA to train this group of exiles for an armed attack in 1960. The program was then inherited by Kennedy. President Kennedy was informed by his military advisors that there was a low chance of success,